Hi everyone, welcome back to the Soft Heart series. I'm Emily Roof, and today we are going to be talking about the sad heart. So let's get into it. The sad heart is one who shall be held dearly and checked on often. For this heart is not to be taken lightly. It is what you call depressed, have no will to live life fully, to dwell in the darkness, the dark night of the soul. This heart has been through the ringer and may be still going through tough times. One must sit in direct sunlight outside, eat a good meal, surround yourself with loved ones, friends, families, to share your burdens and feelings. Do not keep them in. To pick one thing you are grateful about each day. To do one activity that makes you laugh and bring a smile upon your face. And a genuine smile at that. To do things that give you hope of pushing through the darkness, to not let it consume you. This darkness is not bad to say, but just a stopping point for a bit of time. There is light at the end of this tunnel, and you all will make it out. Even if you feel all alone, you are not ever alone. For your heart, ancestors, guides, angels, and even God, source, creator are all behind you to help you through. You are not meant to do this alone, and do not be afraid to ask for help from those around you and above. So with that being said, whew, I feel inclined to share my dark night of the soul. So let's see. So my dark night of the soul happened when I was in college. Um, my stepdad passed away, died of a heart attack in Illinois, and very far away from where I live. And at first, when I heard that he had passed, it was like the movies. You literally see somebody get a phone call or hear somebody say something and they just drop to your knees. Like, that's exactly what happened to me. Like, I lost all feeling and everything. I just crumbled to the floor. And when I got myself together and I was driving home, I was thinking to myself, you've got to be kidding me. Like, this is not real life. Like, this shit don't happen. Like, never happens. But lo and behold, it was true. So from there, in my personal experience, talking about me only, I kind of went into a very dark hole. I didn't tell many people that my stepdad died. I didn't want people to treat me any differently. I didn't want to have the constant reminder of the stuff that I was dealing at home when I'm outside. Like, I just want to forget that that's even happening. When I'm at home, I'll deal with it. But when I was at home, I didn't really deal with it either. So when I was at home, it was kind of like I said, a dark hole, and like there was no sunlight. I really didn't have an appetite. I started drinking a little bit heavily when I would go out on the weekends. Not talking about my feelings, kind of closed myself off from people. But when I was outside of the home, like, I'd talk, but I wouldn't talk about the thing that was hurting me. And so when that happens, usually it can put you down a path you don't want to go on. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to go down that path. So after a couple of months of that, I ended up breaking up with the boyfriend I had at the time. And I started doing better. I started exercising more. I started eating more frequently, drinking more water. I even went vegetarian for a little bit because I felt the need to. I'm not vegetarian anymore. I started doing things that made me smile. I started reading books, watching YouTube videos, started doing yoga and meditation because it made me feel better. And then it unlocked a whole new type thing of me opening up to my mediumship abilities that I've always had. They were just not fully open, I should say. And so that was a whole nother subject of making me feel like I was crazy. Yeah. But anyway, started making myself better. And when you're in it, you don't realize like there is an end to it eventually. And mine took a couple of months. My sad part took a couple of months. But there is an end to the feeling. Like there's an end. And yes, those emotions can still be there sometimes, but they're not as bad. And eventually there's a memory of good memories of him. And yeah, the memory of him, when I think about future stuff, kind of hurts a little. Like I get kind of sad because I'm like, oh, he won't be here to experience that with me. But I'm in the spiritual point of view, I know he's there, but just not physically, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, it still hurts sometimes, but not as bad as it, like I can still go on with life, but I still have my moments. But it's good to talk to somebody about this, even if you're just writing it down, going to a therapist if you need some more serious help. Like, you are seriously not alone, and always talk to your loved ones. And if they don't want to talk to you, then talk to your close friends or talk to a stranger. Talk to somebody, and you will feel so much better when you get off your chest. From like an energy standpoint of view, like if you keep all that crap in, it will manifest in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, fun stuff. But it does get better. I promise. It does get better. You just have to keep trucking through. But when you're in it, it just feels like forever. But I promise you are not alone, and you're going to get through this if you're dealing with a sad heart right now. All right, so now for the homework portion. 1, first thing you need to do is get some sunlight. And I'm talking about like direct sunlight. Like go outside, put your feet in the grass. If you don't have grass, sit on a bench or something. Draw the blinds in your house or home. Like get that sunlight on you. There's some science behind it, which you can look up yourself, but it will help, trust me. Secondly, is eat a good meal. And I'm not talking about some fast food, like cook yourself or go to like a sit-in restaurant and get yourself some good, nutritious food. It will make you feel so much better. Also eat some protein. That will probably help as well. And protein can be animal or plant derived. Doesn't matter as long as it's some type of protein. 3, get yourself with your loved ones and friends and talk about your burdens and feelings. Do not keep it in. Like I said, if those people are unemotionally available to you, try to find an outside source like a stranger or a therapist. Not so much a stranger, but you get what I mean. A stranger that's willing to listen to you. That's what I really mean. 4, write down one thing you're grateful for each day. Whether it's you just got out the bed, that's one thing to be grateful for. I'm breathing, that's one thing to be grateful for. I can see, that's one thing to be grateful for. The sun's in my face, grateful for. I ate breakfast today, grateful for. I brushed my teeth and took a bath. That's one thing to be grateful for. One thing every day you need to do. And lastly, but not least, do one activity at least, not every day, but you can if you have the time, but at least once a week. Do an activity that makes you laugh, bring joy to yourself. Like, you need to laugh. Laugh is good for the soul. Smiling and laughter, good for the soul. And I'm not talking about the fake smile. Talking about a genuine smile, people. It might be hard to start at first, but just keep trucking. You'll get there. So next, but last, meditation. So for this meditation, it's meant to be a get up and move around, dance type of meditation. But if you can't, just sit down and sway with your body. This meditation is meant to bring all the love and lights into your heart, and whenever you're feeling sad and when you feel you need it the most. So standing, or if you can't stand, sitting in a comfortable position, close your eyes and take a deep breath in and out as you begin to move your body side to side, feeling the rhythm and movement of your own true being, your human body. Your hands begin to glow a pinkish lavender light. This light is all the love you and the universe are willing to give to you. For you are worth having and receiving this light fully. Moving your hands back and forth all around your body to bring all the love in that you can receive. To repeat after me out loud, if you will. I am loved. I am healing. I am healed. I am loved. I am healing. I am healed. I am loved. I am healing. I am healed. To say this mantra as you move and feel all the love until I tell you to release it. Breath in and out. I want you to give yourself a great big hug, and with a smile, say our mantra one last time. I am loved, I am healing, and I am healed. Knowing you are connected to this love at any time of the day, when you are ready, you may open your eyes. So now that you've got your homework and your meditation, which you can do anytime, Feel free to let me know in the comments how's it going, or if you want to be a little bit more private, you can email me at my email address on my About Me page or emilyroofhealer.com. With that being said, I'm Emily Roof, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.